driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
All right. We are done sharing. And good afternoon. I have a feeling Shane's going to show up. There he is. What's up, brother? You're rocking it, dude. Proud of you. Interviews, sound records. Good for you, dude. Proud of you, little man. Proud of you. I wanted to come on and talk about sponsorship and service work and kind of what it means to me, and what I'm seeing. I'm always seeing stuff, right? I just watched this video. This lady says, now that I'm over 40, these are things I won't do. I'm like, yep. Number one thing was, if you go out to eat and you're rude to the wait staff, yeah, I'll never go with you again. Treat people with respect around me, then I just don't want to hang out with you. I think people in general deserve at least, a little bit of respect for making it through this crazy freaking life, man. Whether you're alcoholic or not, it can still be a crazy, messed up world. So maybe I had to switch this more to mentorship, right? Because I don't have an actual sponsor myself. I do not have an AA sponsor. I've looked. I do not like this green. I don't like it. Let's try purple. Nah, it matches today. So, you're nuts. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Yeah, I heard there's some football game on or something coming up. So, yeah. I'm not big on the Super Bowl unless the Broncos are playing. So, I was going to go down to the club, but my day started filling up with stuff around here. So, let's get to sponsorship. So I was saying that I don't have a sponsor, an AA sponsor myself. And I actually quit looking. So I had to do it a little differently. Sometimes when you start getting more time in the program, your options for sponsors become more limited. And, God will constantly disclose more to you and to us, right? And what turned out happening is I have several accountability buddies. I now have a mentor, right? I now have a mentor, and this mentor is also in the program. They have a lot of time in the program, but he's also teaching me some other things that are beyond the program. Good evening, Patricia. It is good to see you. Things that go beyond the program. And sponsors can be this. Some may not be. And that is okay. You're not going to have one sponsor. That's kind of silly. Right? A lot of times what happens with sponsorship is you get to know your sponsor, you become friends, and then people just kind of tend to, find other sponsors, need different areas, things like that. I was never good friends with any of my sponsors. I'm becoming decent friends with some of my sponsees. But for me, when it comes to sponsorship, it isn't about me. So when I sponsor somebody, my own feelings do not come into effect. My feelings don't belong there. it's their program, right? See, yeah, Chris has more than one sponsor. I like to call them accountability buddies. That's what I like to call them. And I've got several. So I have people that keep me in line, right? So sponsorship comes about when we have completed the steps. Okay. Sometimes people start to sponsor a little bit before that. I have a sponsor, I could, or a sponsee, and he started sponsoring somebody. I told him that he probably should watch it because he hadn't completed the steps yet. Right? So he can only take them so far right now. And he's following that. And guess what? He's staying sober. Sponsorship and service work are about keeping me sober. It is my sobriety. And I cannot keep it unless I give it away. You can start doing that on day one. Yeah. It might be kind of tough because there's not much positivity in your life. All right. So, because when we share our experience, strength, and hope. Gotta be hope in there. Okay. What is hope? It's the solution. It is the solution. Going through a problem. Here we go. Awareness. I drive this stuff home all the time. Awareness. Okay. See, if you have not completed the steps, then you have not had the vital spiritual experience that you need in order to pass it on. You just can't do it. Right? Just can't do it. Sponsorship is about meeting people where they are at. That's all it is. Meeting others where they are at. Okay? Don't be scared to take them through. You've got a guide. You've got a guide. And it's a fantastic guide. It's nice. It's simple. Utilize it in your sponsorship. I don't know if I'm an alcoholic or not. Okay. Let's turn to page 21. See, as somebody that's been in the program for a little bit, I know to turn to page 21 and see if there's any similarities. Right? Because I myself am a page 21 drunk. Means I'm of the hopeless variety. It means that without some kind of interference from something bigger than myself, I don't have much of a chance. Let's talk about service work a little bit, and then I'll probably finish up on some sponsorship stuff. Service work can be done in a lot of different ways, but the amount of service work has started to minimize. And one reason is a good, healthy reason, because we can't smoke in the rooms anymore. That was 90% of our service work. Okay. Go around, pour the coffee. Another way to do service work, share your experience, strength, and hope. Go to a meeting, share your experience, strength, and hope. That's service work. It is. Yeah. See, service work is just about helping another person without expecting anything in return, without the thought of expectation. We could call that something else too. Integrity. Integrity. See, sponsorships carry a certain thing. Okay? Their eyes tend to shine. I came home on Friday from an in-person meeting because I went to primary, and that's my home. That's my home. I have a deep affection for that club. Okay? And it takes a lot for Dion to feel home. And I felt that way. It was nice. It was nice. But it was kind of overwhelming. Yeah. Anyway. Service work can mean giving somebody your time. Maybe just reaching out and asking other people how they're doing. There's all sorts of service work. Okay. There's all sorts. This is kind of what all of this comes down to, though. So let me just sum up service work real quick. Just do something nice for somebody else and don't expect something in return. There you go. That's service work. Okay. It doesn't matter who it is. Maybe your neighbors, and maybe your neighbors are elderly. Maybe you take out their trash for them on Wednesdays. But they irritate me. Even all the better to do it. Am I right? I'm right. See, God's given us these great, great gifts. And if you don't utilize them, you lose them. They will fade to black is what will happen. Because it won't be the forefront of your mind anymore. It'll start to sink back into that conscious, that subconscious. And then one day you'll be like, oh man, I was going to do that. Do it now. It's a now program. This is a program of action. When something happens, we do something about it. Sometimes doing nothing is the answer. And that could be even harder. And a lot of this does have to do with, I still feel like we're doing it wrong in the AA rooms. I really think the question should be is, if you're looking for a sponsor, please raise your hand. Not if you can sponsor somebody, please raise your hand. It is actually the job of a sponsor to seek out newcomers. Okay? If you are not going up to the newcomer after the meeting, why are you going? If you are not at the meeting to help, why are you there? That's how it was explained to me. I've got to bring something. Even if that's me sitting down and saying, I'm Dion, I'm an alcoholic, I'm claiming my seat. That's okay. Do it. Just do it. Oh, but it really isn't anything. It's a lot more than you think. It's a lot more than you think. See, I've been through the steps. Okay. And God has given me the gift, and he's given everybody the same gift who has done the work. I can spot a newcomer immediately. And I talk to them after the meeting. If I'm on a Zoom meeting, I hang out. And please stop ending the Zoom meetings because your host. Just make somebody else the host. Would you? It's so rude. It's called the meeting after the meeting. It's where we connect with the newcomer. So don't do your meeting and just book it out the door. Go talk to somebody in that meeting. Okay? And I'm not going to harp on it, but come on. Come on. No, it's wrong. It's backwards. And that's why you're getting a lot of this from the community. Because this is an altruistic program. Alter. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. Right? That means we give it away. And I'm going to tell you now, you can't keep it unless you give it away. All right. So stop raising your hand and say, oh, I'm willing to be a sponsor. No, I'm glad you're willing to do that. But we are a people of action. I do not ask God to keep me clean and sober today and sit down on my ass and watch Netflix for the rest of the day. It's not what happens. I do my work Then I sit on my ass and watch Netflix. This is the same thing. You've made it and you owe it back. You owe it. You owe it. I feel that way. I feel responsible to carry on the message so that the next generation can have what we all have and enjoy it. Okay? We're doing things like planting a tree knowing we will never be able to sit in the shade of it. That's who you are. That's the kind of person you are now. So go do it. What? If that's your reaction, you didn't do a fear inventory. I'm going to know immediately. Two-steppers, they're easy. I mean, but you have intuition, you have morals, you've done the steps. Right? Now go give it to somebody else and let's stop sitting on our butts and waiting for people to ask us to sponsor them. And then whining when they don't. Right? See how it doesn't work? If you're whining because nobody's asking you to sponsor them, that is because you are doing it wrong. Nobody's going to come up and ask you. Oh God, please send me a sponsee. I sent you 3, you didn't ask. Okay. All right, that's what I got. That's going to be it. And I think my wife and my niece are tired of whispering over there. They're trying to get stuff done. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's always fun seeing my friends. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Go Chiefs.